This is going to take a lot of scrolling to get to, but they have announced... No, now I've got to start all over again. They have announced that Gauss Prime access is officially ending on May 1st. Yes, we already knew this because Protea Prime is due on May 1st. They did, of course, go back and re-edit the post from January, hence having to scroll down to get to this because there it is. Until May 1st, 2024. Now, I had originally planned on not doing this, but there has been a bit of confusion, I've noticed, about what this basically means, which I was amazed to see 11 years into them doing Prime accesses. It basically means the Prime accessories, so his armor set, the alternate helmet, and the sandana that isn't here. Neither is the floof. The image for the floof seems to have miraculously disappeared. It used to be here. It's not there anymore. And his noggle will no longer be obtainable. That is it. Gauss Prime himself with the Protea Prime will still be in-game, as will the Khora Prime. They will still be in-game. They're going absolutely nowhere. It just means you can no longer purchase the Prime accessories or purchase the actual Prime using real money. This is because, obviously, and I know I said I wasn't doing this again, but here we are, Protea Prime access will be starting in 1 week, on May 1st, bringing with her Prime accessories, which, well, it's a sandana, a alternate helmet, and an ephemera. I would love to have seen the ephemera. I'm hoping that's what this image is. She will have her orbs kind of going around her. It doesn't specify whether that's what that is or not. Hopefully it is, though. This will, of course, be bringing the Volex Prime and the Khora Prime. Yep. Her weapons, which are not also shown here, but that means her Prime access will be starting on May 1st. Not sure why I stopped recording there, because all I have to do is press the back button, because we went from here to the link down there. I still think they should have this appear at the top of the news feed, being as it is their latest news, but yeah, just go back and re-edit it. Which is one of the reasons I decided to redo this, because I basically spent the whole time complaining about one major thing. Gauss Prime access is ending May 1st to make way for Protea Prime coming on May 1st, probably about 11 AM ET. That seems to be about the time they're doing these updates of late. But it does not mention anywhere in here who is being vaulted. At all. Please note, Prime Noggles are usually given out once a year, and I'm not reading it anymore, I'm shortening it, and the only way to get it now is to actually buy his Prime accessories, which is why I decided to do this video in the first place, because come May 1st, that will no longer be available, because Protea Primes will, and notice what is missing. Her exclusive item is, well, the alternate helmet, which they also don't show you. Oh, bit of a shame. They've kind of forgotten how to build up hype for things by actually showing things, but Protea Prime is coming May 1st. That's pretty much all we need to know. She will be here next week. I cannot wait. I am hyped. But also here, it doesn't mention at all who is being vaulted when she turns up. What I mean by vaulted is basically the relics for an existing Prime will enter the Prime vault, meaning the relics will no longer drop. You can still open them, you can still build them, you can still crack them, you can still trade them. It's just there'll be no new ones dropping. Spoiler warning, despite the fact I haven't really mentioned this, it's Khora Prime with the Hystrix Prime and the dual Khora Prime. That is what... I forgot to click that. That is what will be entering the Prime Vault. It means the relics for Khora Prime, the Hystrix Prime, and the dual Khora Prime will no longer be dropping in-game. Maybe. Because this has not been confirmed in the slightest. She is not currently vaulted, so in theory she is the next one to be vaulted. It's a damn shame, because Khora Prime is a hell of a frame. And the Hystrix Prime can be a lot of fun to use, and a dual melee weapon. always have that soft spot for dual melee weapons. They are so much fun, especially when you give them insane attack speeds. They will still be buildable, just no more relics will be dropping for them, because obviously the relics are going to be put away to make space for new relics, so we don't have a rather large pool of primes, because at this point we have quite a few primes. And the only reason I'm saying it's more than likely Khora Prime that is next to be vaulted is because Garuda Prime is already in the Prime Vault. She was released in March of 2022. Yes, we are getting later and later with the Primes. Used to come out middle of March. Now coming out in May. But March 2022 and 4 months later, Khora Prime! So Khora Prime was the next released Prime, so Khora Prime is probably who is being vaulted. They have not confirmed who is actually being vaulted, but we can just take an educated guess and say, sadly, it'll be Khora Prime. I honestly expected it to be in here somewhere, but no. We just have Protea Prime access. Gauss's video from the dev stream, that is this coming Friday, where they will be showing off Protea Prime and hopefully confirming who is being vaulted. 11-year anniversary events continue. That will be then. Community Spotlight, not what I'm looking for. And yeah, it's not even mentioned here. Protea Prime access. You won't be able to buy him or his accessories starting May 1st. Yes, we already know this. We've known that since last week, so I don't really see how that was newsworthy, but I can find nothing that confirms that Khora Prime is in fact the next one being vaulted. But it is highly likely she is. And this is starting to frustrate me a lot, because even back in July of 2022, they used to do this weird thing and turn around and say, void relics containing specific primes, in this case it was Nezha, will no longer be available as rewards for missions, because those relics entered the Prime Vault. In July of 2022, that's going to be a weird edit, but I pressed the wrong button. Now what we get is, will be available until May 1st through the Prime Access, added to your arsenal, and nothing else in here that tells us who's being vaulted. We know somebody's being vaulted. We know pretty much who it is. Maybe one day they may fix this and we will get this information prior, because it means if you wanted to farm for Khora Prime, you'd have the next week to do it. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but it's true. Last week you had 2 weeks to do it. This week you only have 1 week left to get the relics for Khora Prime, the Hystrix Prime, and the dual Keras Prime. Because come May 1st, those relics will be vaulted. But again, if you have them, you can still open them. If you have the parts, you can still build them. You can still trade the relics, you can still trade the parts. You can still build them, it's just new relics won't be dropping. And it's a damn shame that Digital Extreme are yet to confirm she's the one being vaulted, because that gives people time to actually farm for them. But with that, we've gone on about this way too long. I said this last week, I'll say it again. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is the last time I have to mention Protea Prime until the day she's released. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.